Now, we're back at Citadel, Mass Effect 3, approaching, well, clearly at the winning end. So there's this angry Elcor, even though his body language doesn't tell anything. Even though most likely other Elcor would most likely be notice him to be very angry.
I recovered the code of the ancients from Dakuna. It's waiting for you in Bay D24.
With shock and joy. Really, this is wonderful news. Thank you, human. Sincerely, this will greatly aid our people. With sincere gratitude.
Yeah, Elcor don't talk particularly eloquently.
You asked if I got heavy armor. I never said it was heavy armor.
So that was one little incident there is, even though there's one bigger one. Now there's at embassy pods there's Elcor ambassador. So what must he has to say?
Urgently, human, I must speak to you on behalf of my people.
What is it?
Holding sorrow, Dakuna, my home world, the Reapers have come. Holding sorrow, our warriors are under siege, but your forces can rescue them. Urgently, please. All the other races have turned us aside.
Alright, so
How
Elcor.
do your people fight?
Proudly, with VI-assisted infantry, our soldiers carry heavy weapons into battle mounted on their backs. Mixed pride and shame, our enemies have called us living tanks, as well as names less flattering.
So
I'll take the Normandy as soon as we have time.
Relief. Thank you, Commander. Small hope. Perhaps we can evacuate some of our civilians when your forces arrive. Anxiously, I will remain here for news. Please hurry. Dakuna burns.
With the war between the Geth and the Quarians now ended,
So Reapers attacked Elcor homeworld, and knowing how basically slow and cautious they are most likely suffering heavy damage losses, which is not nice at all. But let's just walk to have a chat with the Asari counselor. What might she know? Well, Turian security
I want
guards.
all remaining files secured and marked for Tentron clearance only. Commander Shepard, thank you for coming.
Did you find something?
The Council has ordered a full review into Donald Udina's activities. We're still piecing together his coup attempt. But that isn't why I asked you here. The situation is growing urgent for my people. We're aware your crucible is still missing a key component.
The catalyst. Do you know something?
Not exactly, but there is a artifact on our homeworld, Thessia, known only to highest levels of my government.
What is it?
With any luck, it's a means to help you locate the catalyst. The artifact is kept in a temple located at these coordinates. I've ordered a scientific team to meet you there.
Oh,
If this artifact is so important, why keep it hidden?
Every species in the Citadel has its secrets, Commander. But this one, in the wrong hands, would upset the balance of galactic power.
The Reapers are doing that right now.
Which is why I'm bringing this to you.
Why the sudden cooperation?
The Reaper's progress has changed everything. The matriarchs are growing desperate. For the first time in our history, Thessia is vulnerable. For all our intellect, we're outmatched by Reaper firepower.
I'll do what I can.
Whether you know it or not, you've become the sole ray of hope in a very dark night. Goddess be with you.
so Asari homeworld and something really big and important there. So I guess I have to start going myself there.
Is under heavy Reaper attack. There's activity across most of the planet.
What about the temple? Can you raise the scientists?
Negative. All channels are scrambled across the spectrum. The mission's looking really dicey.
This is too important. It's now or never.
Shepard, that's my home down there. I have to go.
Then get to the shuttle and let's do this.
Right. So Liara is coming and Chavik as well, because he might be having something interesting knowledge about things.
Liara, do you have anything more on this artifact?
These coordinates the Counselor gave you are for the Temple of Athame. My mother took me there once. It's several thousand years old. And for some reason, it has classified government funding.
Sounds like we're on the right trail.
What if we're too late? My people are dying down there.
Your empathy is a weakness. You must numb yourself to loss.
Yeah, Chavik sounding his most unpleasant person as he is, and he's very unpleasant.
Benezia took you to this temple?
I was just a child. I thought it was a history lesson, but now, maybe there was more to it.
What do you mean?
I went digging through her old files. She had heavily encrypted records on this place, some dating back centuries. I still can't crack most of them. Whatever's going on, it's well hidden.
I've studied your old mission reports. Your mother was indoctrinated.
Yes, we had to kill her.
Yet it did not stop you from fighting. As I said, steel yourself. Many more lives will be lost.
We can't ignore that people are dying. The Reapers may not have mercy, but we do.
It is their indifference that gives them power.
Then let's show them there's another way.
Oh yeah, Chavik is always planning for the most harshest terms imaginable, harshest methods, harshest ideas. But it's not because of, you could say, because of some kind of assholery.
We're exposed up here.
Let's get down.
But it's
You
much
must be
more.
Commander Shepard! Lieutenant! Commander, we heard... The barrier's been breached! Commander, we'll talk later! Get on that gun up there and do some damage!
So,
Enemy targets on the bridge!
alright, anymore? Oh yeah, brute! Well, heavy machine gun fire rips it apart.
More on the way! Keep firing!
And another brute. Well, that one.
Enemy targets on the bridge! Hold them back!
I am! And even though I do appreciate heavy machine guns' ability to splatter husks and hurt brutes.
I want that gunship prepped and in the air! Plug that hole! We're on it! Someone get me a location on our snipers! Yes, ma'am! Commander, I'm Lieutenant Curran. We've been told to expect you. My orders are to hold this grid at all costs. Shore up the barrier! But our perimeter's collapsing, and I'm getting my people out of here.
This is important. We need your help.
Well, unless you can give me a good reason to stay, we're not dying for a field of rubble.
What exactly were you told about me?
Nothing but your name. Mission details were classified, which just means we'll die without knowing why.
This comes from the highest levels of your government. They can't risk a leak.
Standing here dying 3 at a time is risky too. Care to give us a reason?
We're after a relic inside the temple. It's important.
That's what this is all about? One of our outposts has been trying to reach the scientists over there, but we lost contact. gunship moving! Now! I'm sorry, Commander. If your relic has lasted this long, it can wait a little longer. I've lost enough people today. I'm pulling the rest of them out.
No! I sense you're the lineage of a leader. A warrior's skill and cunning. They are strong in your genes. But you've grown tired of war. You're exhausted by defeat, and now you worry you don't have the courage left to go on.
By the goddess, are you...
Find your resolve. This war can end if you do.
He knows what he's talking about.
I don't doubt it. This is Lieutenant Curran. Hold your positions. I want a path carved to the temple. Outpost Tychus, we've got people coming your way. Let's make sure the galaxy knows the war was won on Thessia.
Maybe not one, but certainly it was fought bloody hard in there.
I was here years ago. To see the city burning like this is...
It can be rebuilt. Just worry about the next 20 meters. Watch it!
Oh yes. Those... what was it? The harvesters? Oh yeah, and I'm using my favorite gun of the game. Get pulse rifle. It's got a big magazine. Practically no recoil. And when used with the scope, it makes very satisfying sense of you shooting with some sort of laser beam.
Then move! Get off the bridge!
And interestingly enough, when you look about it, this planet, Reapers are having trouble again with this planet again because, well, they're all biotics. Except Chovik's beam gun is quite unsettling to be. There's one cannibal. Reapers, there's lots of them.
They just won't stop.
There's something they want in here. When it's a matter of Reapers doing that. But what I really like in this, when you look about it, there's been a mission on Surkesh, which is the homeworld of Salarians. Game started at Earth, which is of course homeworld of humans. There's been action in Palaven, which is homeworld of Turian. There's action again at Tuchanka, homeworld of Krogan. And now it's homeworld of Asari. And there's smaller scan planet visits to homeworlds of Volus and of course Elcor as well, and so it's almost like a more banshees. Don't scream! Oh shit, you're too close to me. Ah, damn it. That body hit. And to call banshees dangerous would be an understatement of a year. Because not only are they dangerous, they're bloody creepy looking and ugly. Now I have a goddamn big gun. Yep. Even though the you could say that the main game itself doesn't place that much of emphasis on having particularly
things. My own people.
When we fought the Reapers, they turned our own children against us.
I can't imagine that.
They assumed we would hesitate to kill them.
Did you?
What answer would you prefer?
None. Let's stop talking about this.
That's quite good answer from both. What as in Javik bluntly saying, what answer do you prefer? In the beginning, he have learned something about deception and all that, but then Liara's rebuttal that she doesn't want to any answer about it.
One for the first time. My people stopped believing in devils. They changed their minds when the Reapers arrived.
I think Reapers are quite good at that, making somebody find.
They're Asari. We might be able to reach them.
The Reaper is moving on. One less we get to kill.
Oh yeah, I admire your enthusiasm about killing.
Specialist Geneva was just killed by wait, Shepard just arrived. Watch your head!
How long will you hold on?
Now that you're here, as long as it takes. Take a really moving floor.
Enjoy.
To that temple and the Reapers are history.
This is the kill zone.
Oh yeah, it's a kill zone, meaning
Nice shot!
more bugs to kill. Oh, there's those goddamn spore parts. What are they spawning as?
I can cover you. Go! I think we're in the clear. Let's get out of here. Toward the Reaper! It's a way out of here.
You have an interesting concept of escape.
No choice.
So we have to follow it. I would say that not to be not particularly.
The hell it won't. We get to this artifact and we can all wake up.
But then again, when you notice that Matehek Benezia was probably several hundreds of years old, and indoctrinations have happened maybe about a little bit over 20 years, and she was probably one of the first ones to actually get into that process, or even though maybe Batarians were first, so it's most likely not all.
What about the rest of your squad?
They're all dead. We tried punching through to the scientists, but I'm all that's left.
What about reinforcements?
We had gunships flying support, but they just got too hot with that Reaper. They can't chance it.
Oh shit.
I know it's rough, but I don't see another way in without their help.
Have I told you how much I hate this war? Talon Swarm, this is Outpost Tychus. Is there anybody left on this frequency? We're in need of immediate air support.
That finger poke thing, it feels to be some kind of. It might be an animation mistake or something. It feels very silly. That kind of poke the fingers up when they use their radio. At least it's consistent, but it still feels quite silly, especially because I don't think it appears anything else but this. Ravagers out.
Whatever you're gonna do, you better do it now. Go, Commander! I'll cover you from here.
Commander Shepard, I've got your back.
And Banshee is the most dangerous of them all, so Shit, this barrier engine.
Never thought I'd see a Prothean in action. Looks like he knows what he's doing.
I don't think anybody has ever. It's screaming, bitch!
These Asari pilots had skill and courage to match.
They have centuries time to study. And it looks like that when it's a matter of technical development, Asari aren't particularly fast. They most likely have very much of head start about technical development, but not necessarily fast by themselves. I don't like you, scum! So, but it...
Next
So-
time we go to war, maybe the Alliance can spring for air support.
air support would be damn useful.
Move! Now's our chance!
Oh, yeah.
Watch out, more hostiles ahead.
Yeah.
More of the dead are attacking.
Boogie incoming. Hang tight while I shake him.
Oh, yeah. A good thing that you blew it off.
The Reapers have air support too.
Keep your head down and give him everything you got.
Talon 5, back position. Let's punch a hole.
There she is.
Almost there, Commander. Keep it up. I'm in trouble. My shields just took damage. Talon 5 going down. Repeat, Talon. Ah!
Shit. But at least I got rid of the harvesters.
To make it quick.
Not the most pleasant thing to notice.
Looks like we're in the clear. Let's get inside.
Let me take a look. It's military-grade encryption. I think I can override it.
Do religion and military always mix among Asari?
No, this is unusual.
Especially since few still follow the Athame doctrine.
I guess that would be something like something really big and important that the Saint Peter's Church in Rome, which is to say the most holiest church of all Christendom.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Something is wrong. Your scientists should be here.
Take a look around. Maybe one of these artifacts is what we're looking for.
So,
What's this?
The goddess Athame's shield. Legends say she used it to protect Thessia when the heavens grew angry. Our ancestors were probably misinterpreting a meteor shower.
It was an asteroid strike. We deflected it.
You mean the Protheans? But that would imply Athame.
is not what you believe her to be.
Just keep looking.
Which must mean that during those hundreds of years of being exterminated, Protheans were actively nursing Asari.
Could this
or
be
maybe
the artifact?
before that.
I don't think so. It's the goddess Athame's sword. Myths say she wielded it against the jealous gods who threatened our ancestors.
They were a race called the Ouroboros. Thessia had vast resources. We protected you from them.
Are you actually suggesting that the Protheans intervened in our past?
It's more than a suggestion. I find it strange your scientists would abandon their own planet.
They wouldn't.
Now that's because that of kind of blood and blunt honesty I would basically loathe and appreciate from Javik saying that I do not imply.
Doesn't look useful. That's Janeri, Athame's guide who brought enlightenment to Thessia long ago.
And you don't see the resemblance? He was no servant of an imaginary goddess. He was Prothean.
Yeah, that does have Prothean appearance, similar to Javik. Enough similarity to notice that. And another.
Could this be the artifact?
I don't think so. That's a sculpture of Lucen, one of Athame's servants who walked among my ancestors, bestowing knowledge.
He was no servant of an imaginary goddess. He was Prothean.
And here, mural that looks very Prothean with robes.
What are we looking at here?
A primitive rendition of the goddess Athame. She's speaking to her ancient Asari followers. I don't think this is the artifact.
Another one of your myths that somehow looks Prothean.
What you're in?
I'm guessing these are the scientists.
Damn. So let's look at this mural as well.
What are we looking at here?
A primitive rendition of the goddess Athame. She's speaking to her ancient Asari followers. I don't think this is the artifact.
Another one of your myths that somehow looks Prothean.
What you're implying, it's staggering.
We were here in the beginning, watching you grow. Athame was us.
But you can see that, yes, there might have been something like a hidden agenda, hoping to raise Asari as their foot soldiers in the new empire. But it basically, you cannot say that it was actually evil or malevolent intention. The intention was to prevent what's happening right now.
Their throats.
What happened to them?
They've been slit. The Reapers didn't do this. We're going to have to figure this out on our own.
Who's that supposed to be?
It's Athame. Her image became more like ours over time.
You mean your ancestors tried to hide the truth?
I'm still not willing to believe any of that's real.
Then why does Athame speak Prothean?
What do you mean?
There is something here. I can sense it.
In this temple? I admit it is strange this place has been so well preserved. Though Athame does have great historical significance, we once believed our gods were separate from the world, looking down on us. There is a universal energy.
There's a Prothean beacon here.
What? You're sure?
It's not something you forget.
But why hide it?
The answer is obvious. Power and influence. Your people are holding the knowledge of my race for their own gain.
That can't be. I can't believe my people would keep this a secret.
Oh.
A beacon like this could explain why Asari are so advanced.
This temple is thousands of years old. Time enough to make serious progress.
That doesn't make it true.
You can't keep denying reality, Asari. Even a small amount of data would give your species an edge. Or are you insulted that your government didn't involve you?
The Mars ruins are where humanity got Mass Effect technology.
And we learned of it from the ruins of the Inusanum, the race that came before us. It was our secret for centuries.
So yeah, nobody is innocent.
If the wrong people had gotten their hands on this, who knows what could have happened.
If it is true, I'd like to think my government was at least careful about it.
But maybe too careful. No one's left to tell us how this works.
The few records I can access talk about tapping into Prothean data streams, reconstructing matrices, none of which I see here.
I do. activation process has begun.
By the goddess. Literally.
Look around. There must be more of these connections.
Incredible. The beacon seems to think you're Prothean, Shepard. It must be the cipher you got back on Pharaohs years ago.
Or it could be the Protheans standing next to you.
No connection here.
Alright.
The end of the war is near. Find what we need, finish the Crucible, and vengeance is complete. It's gaining power.
Doesn't look like a connection. I can't.
I'd say that one counts.
It's still not complete.
There's one more around here which I didn't check.
This isn't a connection.
Not here. At the edge. Maybe.
There is nothing useful here.
Extremely important historical artifacts still, anyways, around here. All of these.
There has to be another one around here.
This doesn't appear to be a connection. We should keep searching.
4 of them, and oh, we just broke down a...
The activation is complete. We can access the beacon now.
We need to hurry. This place isn't going to...
last very long.
Obtaining chronological marker. Hold. Timescale established. Post-Prothean cycle confirmed.
One of our computers.
Reaper presence detected. This galactic cycle has already reached its extinction terminus. Systems shutting down.
Hold on.
We need answers.
To what question?
The catalyst. We need to know what it is to finish the Crucible.
A memory of one of my people.
I am called Vendetta, an advanced virtual construct of Patrick Van, overseer of the project you refer to as Crucible. He died fighting the Reapers in the Battle of Tranvia 9. Your remaining time is also at an end.
We're all Protheans, so grim.
There's still hope for this cycle. We need to know what the catalyst is. Trillions of lives are at risk.
Trillions of lives are always at risk. But if the Reapers have arrived to end your cycle, this discussion is too late.
We can break the cycle. We found your plans for the Crucible. We're building it right now.
The Crucible is not of Prothean design. It is the work of countless galactic cycles stretching back millions of years. Each cycle adds to it. Each improves upon it. Thus far, none have successfully defeated the Reapers with it.
Then we'll be the first. Tell us what the catalyst is.
Listen to the human. He can be trusted.
I detect you are one of us. You are Prothean.
The last. I am the final hope to avenge our people.
Your mission was known to me. Do you believe this present cycle can deliver retribution?
They have earned the right to try.
Tell us what we need to know.
Very well. If you have followed the plans for the Crucible, I will interface with your systems and assist with the catalyst too. Indoctrinated presence detected. Activating security protocol.
Oh yeah. Looks like the throat slitter is here. And he's indoctrinated.
You killed the scientists. What do you want?
Your attention. Someone would like to talk with you.
Shepard.
He
How
doesn't
did you
look
find
good.
this place?
The archives. Or did your shadow broker miss that one?
Show yourself. I promise I won't miss.
Stick to your talents, Dr. Dasani. You've helped uncover the key to subjugating the Reapers.
Or destroying them.
Damn it, Shepard. Destroying the Reapers gains us nothing.
How about peace?
They're just trying to control us. Think about it. If they wanted all organic life destroyed, they could do it. There would be nothing left.
In that sense, Illusive Man is actually right. they could just simply glass all the planets with life in them. So, but
I might have believed you once, but you've gone too far.
Shepard, you're out of your depth. There are choices coming that you're not equipped to make.
I'm finishing the Crucible, and I'm sending the Reapers back to hell.
I can't let you do that. Leng, the commander has something I need. Please relieve him of it. And then bring me the data.
Understood.
oh, a boss fight against Kyleng. And he's a quite bitch fight. Let's see how long it's been taken. Oops, it looks like he took... Oh yeah, he at hand-to-hand combat is extremely dangerous.
If I do something, you'll get hit. Cover me while I recharge.
Oh yeah.
Get to cover. I got this.
God damn, piss!
Finally a read. I need to recharge. Cover me.
So he decides to bugger off again.
Shepard is mine now. Dad, you had fun. It's a pity the good ones never last.
What the hell? So he decides to fuck her off.
There's only one way this ends. Target the supports.
So he could have done it right away. What? I don't think Kyleng had to be basically much of indoctrination needed. He most likely was always just a mean son of a bitch. Like killing, like fighting, like bossing around things. Oh, that.
Shepard! Hang on!
And the bastard got away. He's a goddamn pest. Nothing more.
This is Shepard. Give us your location.
I repeat, is anyone on this frequency?
We read you. Give me your location.
The lieutenant's down. Our whole zone is collapsing. What happened to Shepard? Did they make it to the temple? I saw them. Wait, I've got a Reaper inbound. Please, is anybody there? Wait, guys, no.
Another planet falls to Reapers. Front row seats. That's not a good thing, good seat to have. In a bad show, worst seats.
Commander?
Counselor. The mission.
We've lost contact with the It's gone dark.
How soon will the Crucible be ready to deploy?
Counselor. I wish the news was better. We didn't get the information.
What happened?
Cerberus was there. We were defeated. We don't know how to finish the Crucible.
I don't know what to say. What was the situation on Thessia?
Deteriorating fast. The Reapers are there in strength.
Then you'll excuse me. There are preparations to make. Continuity of civilization to consider. I never thought this day would come.
None of us did. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's gonna grind man to a pace, that kind of stress.
Asari forces are in full retreat. It is no longer safe for us to remain in this system.
Get us out of here.
Shepard. Nobody could have predicted Cerberus would reach Thessia before us.
To hell with predictions. Thessia is lost, and that's on me. As is the data on the catalyst. I'm sick of Cerberus beating us to the punch.
Let's kick them in the balls first for a change.
I'm with James. Anyone know where they're hiding? Anyone?
Well, there is something.
Let's hear it, Trainer.
I was able to track Kai Leng's shuttle through the relay and extrapolate his destination. But the signal disappeared in the Yera system.
Naturally.
It's not just gone, though. The signal is being actively blocked.
How?
I'm not sure, but something is interfering with all signal activity in that region of space.
Commander, the Yera system is home to Sanctuary and little else. Sanctuary is a supposed safe haven for war refugees.
You think it's worth checking out, Trainer?
Yes, sir, I do.
If Specialist Trainer hadn't examined the data so astutely, the interference would have been undetectable.
Nice work, Trainer. You've given us a shot. Now let's make sure we don't waste it.
It's not much of a lead, but I'm game if you are.
It's a lead. We've come too far to let Cerberus screw us over. I want that Prothean data. I want the catalyst. No excuses. Dismissed.
Yep.
Commander, Admiral Anderson is available on VidCom.
Oh yeah, all kinds of nonsense going on as well. Oh, at ship there's happening a quarrel, which is quite severe.
Those were all lies back there.
They were not.
My people weren't animals for your kind to experiment on.
You wanted to know more about your history, Asari. Now you do.
I have a name. It's Liara Tassoni, and I'd appreciate...
Hey, settle down.
My home was just destroyed, and all he can do is gloat.
Given what's happened today, I think you owe Liara an apology, Javik.
Apologize for the truth?
For not doing more. You're a Prothean. You were supposed to have all the answers. How could you not stop this from happening?
We believed you would. Long ago, we saw the potential in your people. Even then, it was obvious. The wisdom, the patience. You were the best hope for this cycle. So you were guided when necessary.
Well, it didn't work.
You're still alive, aren't you? Your world may have fallen, but as long as even one Asari is left standing, the fight isn't over.
I guess that goes for Protheans, too.
Despair is the enemy's greatest weapon. Do not let them wield it. Liara Tassoni.
Did Did you mean any of that?
She believes it, so she will keep fighting. Isn't that what matters most, Commander?
Carry on.
That's so cold what he says. He's cold.
It was good to see another of my kind, even if he was just a ghost. One more Prothean fights the Reapers. If there is to be victory in this war, it will be for all cycles. The living will avenge the dead. And do not concern yourself with Thessia's fate, Commander. The loss of a planet is insignificant next to the loss of the galaxy.
Oh yeah, that was quite a quarrel, and Javik is actually really clever dude. Before the ending of episode, it's time to show Captain Shepard's cabin. It's got a nice big bed, sound system which can play music, small sofa and desk, personal computer, all kinds of fancy looking models, including one of Destiny Ascension and Reaper. That one doesn't indoctrinate. The relaxing aquarium as well, with bubbles and fish. But see you next time. See ya.